Hello everybody, welcome back to Diamond Paints with Mike. It's Monday, the best day of the week for me. I love Mondays, and I thought let's start the another painting in. So we're going to do the Statue of Liberty today. Now, before we start, this wasn't originally planned to be part of the American theme. However, Linda has requested that I start it because she wants to see how the jewels go down on the painting and what it looks like. So I thought we can incorporate this with the American theme because Statue of Liberty is in New York and it's in America. So I thought, why not incorporate it in? So yeah, I don't really know how I want to do this. I'll probably do the one colour at the time and go from there. So let's see what we've got. I think the bulkiest colour that we've got here is this big H. Now you've got to be very careful with this painting because two symbols are very similar. You've got the small h here and the big H. So it's quite frustrating when they do that because it confuses you a bit. So when you're coding up, you'll just have to like code it in a way that you recognise what H is what. So I'm going to get my colours, which is probably going to be right at the bottom of the queue. Yeah, this is the H. What I've done on my one is I've just put here big H so that I know what it is. Okay, so yeah, we're going to get this rolling today, and because with the American coasters, they were the only ones. There was no canvases. It was literally just coasters that we did way back in 2023. We've now cleared the forgotten theme and we're on to doing current stuff. So from this video is everything to do with current, because as you know, this is a fairly new painting, so I only got it the other week, so it means that we can talk about current stuff. So already that's looking lovely, isn't it? Let's just try and get that down a little bit more for you. This is looking really nice. Wow. So this might get in my way a bit. I did trim it down a bit so that we didn't have to keep you know, folding it back and stuff. So yeah, I can feel a sneeze. Oh Jesus. Oh yeah, I've woke up with the sniffles today. I woke up with a really bad headache for some reason. Maybe it's because I ate too much pasta, I'm not sure. But so yeah, let's do a weather forecast. Alexa, what's the weather forecast, love?
Right now in Braintree, it's 23 degrees Celsius with clear skies and sun. Today's forecast has lots of clouds, with a high of 26 degrees and a low of 13 degrees.
Yeah, so that's the weather forecast today. It's quite warm today as well. So yeah, what do you think already, Linda? It's looking really nice, isn't it? It goes really nice with this blue next door to it. Absolutely stunning. So could do multi-placing, but at the moment the tray's a little bit at full capacity. So for me to do multi-placing, I need to sort of get that down a bit. So I've got to try and remember what I was doing really. I can't remember what I've been doing apart from, obviously I met my sister for lunch and we both went to McDonald's, and then we did a come shop with me, so which I didn't plan on doing, but the amount of stuff that was in the Halloween department, I was like, right, let's get my camera out, let's get filming on this, let's get it on YouTube, because like I was like so excited to show you what they had. Didn't find any diamond painting. Still very occasionally they'll sell washi tape, but what was really interesting in that store is they had all the Halloween over two, you know, aisles. They had some trees here, and then to get to the Christmas tree, you know, the trees opposite the Halloween, and then to get to the Christmas section you had to go like up 3 aisles, and it was like there was all baubles and everything. And yeah, I don't know whether I'll be filming the Christmas section because it's just going to encourage me to buy things that I don't really need at the moment. So, but these balls are massive. I mean, they're really like, I'd say probably the size of this this football pen holder thing. I actually got that from Temu. I can't do it. I was going to take a photo and show you, but my other phone's charging at the moment. So yeah, and I've just been sorting out de-kitting and stuff, all sorts really. And then I've got a Temu parcel coming in tomorrow, which when you do, seems to be some sort of system going on here, because I haven't bought from Temu probably about a week or so, because I've been so, like, I go in a like waves of like shopping with the range for weeks and then shopping with Vinted for weeks, and I get bored of keep shopping with the same places. So I took a bit of a break from Temu, and because I've took a break, I keep getting emails saying, oh, welcome you back and you can get a discount. And the discount, I thought, okay, yeah, I'll give it a go. I got this white deer painting that I've been wanting for quite some time, and it came up saying that I could have it for 1p, literally like 1p. So that's due in tomorrow, and I think it's a 30 times 30. So we might be doing that. Now, we had a massive, if you Google it on Google, you'll see it, but apparently on the news, there's been a massive fire in Witham, on the Eastways industrial estate, and I used to work up there because I used to work for CityLink before they went bust, when they used to have a warehouse there. And I used to work for, I was like in the warehouse packing parcels onto the vans and stuff, and I used to work with a company called Baird's Malt, and yeah, I would never go back there. It was basically, the nicest way I could put it was shoveling shit. Basically, like, it wasn't like, it was just horrible. You would have to get into these like pit things, shoveling like all this seed, and it was all sort of like, some pits were so sort of like not clean that it was, you'd have to like, it was all sloppy and as if it went mouldy sort of stuff. It was horrible, and I would never ever go back there again. I left on day one, hated it, and one of the machines was broke, and we tried to tell the managers and they just didn't care. So as you're shoveling the seed into this chute thing, it's coming out the bottom again. So yeah, it was a bit like ridiculous really. So yeah, I'd never go back there. But this fire, it was they're saying now that it was a plastics company, so it's dealing with plastic, but the whole entire warehouse, or the hangar, what they call it, a hangar is sort of like a large sort of warehouse where you store things in, and I'm sure they said that it was, they said something about it's the size of 10 football pitches or something. So it took the whole of the warehouse up, you know. Right, what do I want now? We want eat. We can do a bit of it, yeah. So I've been following that story, and on the news, like online, it's been saying that they had to get crews right the way back from, they had Witham, Chelmsford, Colchester, some even came as far as Wivenhoe, which is like the other side of Clacton. Then they had some from Tiptree, Ongar. Yeah, it just goes to show that, I don't know whether a town only has like 2 fire engines in each town, but the one in Braintree, the only one I know, only seems to have 2 engines in it, like 2 fire engines in there. So yeah, but it said stations in attendance was like 10 different fire stations. But yeah, I've never seen a fire so big like that. And they were quite concerned because it was like literally near the railway line, so they wasn't sure if it damaged any infrastructure. And it looked as if it was at the back towards where, as if you're just leaving Witham to go off to Clapton Way. So when you leave Whittam, you go to Marks Lake Elfden, but it looks like it was where the building was here. It looked like it was going where the trains go up that way, so towards the back way, but it was fairly close to the train station. So obviously, as you know, with train tracks, when the heat gets to them, it can cause them to swell a bit. So yeah, it must have been awful. I mean, all these people that are in the jobs, obviously, where they work there, I mean, what are they going to do? Just pay the staff? Because there's nothing they can do. It's not their fault that the warehouse has gone up. But yeah, it was shocking. Someone did post a video using a drone, and you can see it on Google. But the extent, you know, you don't think that half the buildings, you only think that only half the building will go up, but it took the whole of the building. So that whole warehouse is completely gone. So, right, we need number, what's that, H? No, that's our small H. We want 9. Got 9? Where's my yes gone? Just gonna look for my S, which doesn't seem to be here. Should be here because I kitted it up, so. Oh, God almighty. Right, okay. So we're gonna have to leave the S for the minute because I thought I kitted that up. And for some reason it's not in the pile. So what can we do now then? Oh, that's interesting. I have got the S. That's the S, but look, can you see that's actually a light blue and they've given us like a greeny colour. Oh man, that looks, but then again that might be 5 because over here we've got 5. Yeah, okay, so we'll leave S for the minute. So what should we do from here? I think what I'll do is I'll work on the H down here. Something's gone a little bit wrong with my colouring at the moment, but that's fine because we can move on and we can do a bit here. So it will be a bit patchy for the minute because for some reason my S isn't here, which means it's in the other room, and I've been working all day and can't be bothered to get up at the moment, so it can wait. So yeah, and then we'll just have to see how much we can do, really. And then they were saying on the news something about, you know, that fashion designer Giorgio Armani. Well, he's sadly passed away now. So when you buy clothes like which say Armani, it's that guy. So and yesterday I finished my first completion for September's completions. Came out really lovely. I've actually seen, you know that Tower Bridge, oh my god, nearly. You know that Tower Bridge painting that I got from B&M's? I've actually seen, it's like a Big Ben. Someone had it on Vinted, but when I went to buy it, it got sold, which is kind of annoying, but, you know, you just have to hope and pray that it will come up again. But it was basically like, it looked like Big Ben, the Ferris wheel behind it, like the London Eye. And then it looked like you had like it was either a black taxi or a bus. It might have been a Route Master, I can't remember now, but yeah, I couldn't believe it. And I was like, oh, that's got to go. That'd go really nice with that. But it sort of makes you think, are they going to come out with a Big Ben? Are they going to come out with a bus, a taxi, you know, anything London related? Because I could have sworn I seen a Big Ben from that. And Julie S, to get these, you're likely probably, they don't sell them in the range, and they don't sell them in, Amazon do sell Hinkler Create, but not the LED version. So as the best thing that I can say is to try either Vinted if you've got it in the US, or just have a browse on eBay. There's bound to be people selling them on eBay. I mean, I couldn't believe it when I came across this. I literally put in one day LED diamond art, and this is what came up, and I was like, oh my god, this is absolutely, like, I've never seen anything like this. So, I mean, the range has buildings, paintings, but you would have thought they'd sell this in, like, with that section, but yeah, LED. I'm starting to think LED ones are old-fashioned, maybe, because they don't seem to crop up an awful lot. Very, very rarely come in, didn't they? I mean, I've been shopping in the range ever since it opened. What, about 2 years now, I think? And I've never, ever seen an LED one crop up in the range. So, they must be some sort of rare diamond painting, maybe. It's bugged me now where my S has gone, because I kind of want to finish down there. I'm just going to have another look in the front room, because it's kind of bothering me where I've put that drill, because I kitted them all up, so I'll be back in a minute. Yeah, unfortunately, it's not there. So it must be in this pile. I can't believe that. Either that, or what's happened is the coating is coming up lighter than what I think. But once we've done a bit more of this H, I'll have a look. I've seen some gorgeous things on Vinted with diamond painting. But at the moment, if you bank with Monzo Bank, at the moment they're doing cashback. So if you, the offers change all you know, all the time, but they are doing cashback for Vinted for its some cashback is like one use only, and then some is multi-use, but it's been there for like 7 days, so I've been able to get a bit of cashback every time I order with Vinted. So I think if I spend like a £5, I get 50p cashback, which is pretty good. So yeah. And then obviously I'll get my free sausage roll today. I'm really annoyed with Octopus Energy at the moment. They've took off the ice latte, you know, the ice cooler thing, and I'm a little bit discombobulated, because last week it always resets on a Wednesday, and for some reason it wouldn't reset, and it says that it's unavailable. So I don't know whether, I'm going to check it again this week, but if it does it again, then I reckon they've took that off. Maybe it was only like a summer thing, I don't know. But it's kind of annoying. This blue is really effective, isn't it? Oh my god, they've matched this so well with this black in here. That's lovely. I'm going to have a bit of my drink. Do you know, that Lilo and Stitch one I saw in B&M's, I kind of want it, but I just don't want to carry it back. It really baffles me why they don't have a website. You know, a massive shop like that is getting like so much custom and so many customers in daily, and they don't do it. Let's see if Alexa knows anything. Alexa, why does B&M shop don't have a website? Alexa, why can't you order online with B&M?
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Okay, well, I might have to Google why you can't order online, but it's like Home Bargains. They used to have a online, I think they still do online delivery, but they used to have like a click and collect situation, and it says on there something to do with they had to like pause it. So yeah, Home Bargains is the only place I can get my big storage boxes, like the 16 litres, but I'm limited to what I can get because I won't do it online. When I ordered a box before online, it came with the bottom smashed out of it, so I tend to pick them up. Now, if you get a 16 litre, you can put a 9 litre in the 16 litre, but I tend to need more 16 litres, so I can only really get like one every time I go, which is not really enough, but I haven't got the room to carry so many, like all these boxes. But they're really nice quality boxes and they sell out so quick, so they're a really good seller. This colour is gorgeous, isn't it? Wow. They had Terminator 2, because I'm filming this on Sunday, and they had Terminator 2 on last night, and I thought, oh yeah, I better record that, because I've never seen that. I've seen the first film, but never the second. And when you see the Terminator come on the screen, it looks really scary. Like, it actually freaks me out. Like, it's so scary, and the music that they play, you know. Oh, I can't actually remember what it is, but let's see if we can play it on here. Alexa, play the Terminator 2 music.
To only listen to Terminator 2 Judgment Day, you'll need Amazon Music on the
Alexa, stop. But it's like no, it's not. I can't think today. But yeah, I used to rent that with a company called Cinema Paradiso, but I had to cancel my subscription because of the way the post is here. We don't get post regular enough. So if I sign up for a subscription with Cinema Paradiso and I get that DVD in and then I clear it and then I send it back out again, to get my next one, it might, although they've posted first class, I probably won't get that till 2 weeks down the line. So it's just not cost effective at the moment, and I would love to continue that, but the way the post is just stopping me from doing it, because the post must be regular in order for me to get through as many films as I can. If there's delays with the post, it means that it delays the next DVD being allocated and sent. But I love it. I don't know why Amazon stopped it. Amazon used to do a thing like that called Love Film, and it was like a rental DVD through the post, but they folded it because of Prime Video. So, do you know, I've still got this headache from this morning, and I don't know what's causing it, but it's just, oh, it's so annoying. I think it's this, I tried this horrible tea. It's called peppermint tea, right? Because the doctor said you need to try peppermint tea because it's supposed to be good for you. Now, I didn't know whether you could put milk in it or not. Now, when you put milk in it, it doesn't really taste very nice, but when you have it not, it tastes really strong. And I'm wondering if that's what it's done, because as you can see, I've got no milk in that, and I'm struggling to drink through it, to be honest. I don't like chucking things away. I mean, one of my parcels got delayed, so Amazon give me a £5 credit, so they funded it, but I don't like to chuck food away or tea bags, etc. if it's, you know, and like, I like to use it up. So I think what's happening is it's far too strong. I mean, they said on the pack that it's very refreshing, and I'll tell you something, it is not. It's like eating, I would say, like a garden pea. It's not very nice. So I won't be getting that again. I'm just so glad I didn't pay for them, because Amazon give me a voucher. So now, Linda, I've got a little surprise for you. We may be getting a horse like Ormond, because I've seen a very lovely horse that is very similar to Ormond, but I'm gonna keep you, I'm not 100% sure if I want to buy it yet, because I very rarely buy horses, so yeah, I'll keep you guessing on that. But it's like Ormond. Linda loves Ormond. She gets very excited when people show her pictures of Ormond. But who's that lady that is doing that Ormond painting? Because I'll tell you something, that's come out really lovely and clear, isn't it? It's so crisp and clear. It's absolutely lovely, that custom. And then, oh my god, something major has happened in the government, because apparently Angela Rayner, our deputy prime minister, has stepped down because something to do with, she has two properties. One's in, like a seaside coastal town, and then there's another one that's in Ashton-under-Lyne. And apparently what happened is she paid tax on one, or something to do with, she didn't pay enough tax on one, or one's not been like paid tax on, and she had to explain why and etc. And apparently she's now resigned because she's breached the ministry code or something. So they were saying on the news. So the Prime Minister has had to shuffle around his cabinet, and I think his name's David Lammy. He's now the new deputy. And then that lady, is it Yvette? The Home Secretary, I think she's now moved to a different area and someone else has took her place. So they were not sure whether Rachel Reeves would still be Chancellor of the Exchequer, but apparently she's now staying as Chancellor of the Exchequer. But yeah, Angela Rayner, she was with the government for quite some time. I don't know whether she'll stay as an MP, I'm not sure, because normally what happens is, for example, Rishi Sunak, he was Prime Minister, and I think he still is an MP, but they moved to the back benches. So if you're not like part of the leadership team, I suspect well, the leadership team, I think they go to the front benches, but then the standard MPs, they tend to go to the back benches. I'm not sure on all that, but I'm not really into politics and all that stuff. But yeah, I couldn't believe it. But yeah, so we've had that going on. Oh, look at that. Oh, this blue is lovely. Do you know, it's bugging me. I really want that S colour, and I don't know what I've done with it. Let's have a look on here. What's this one? Oh, this is D. Ah. Okay, let's do a little bit of sexy splash of green. So, let's do a bit up here, because we've got a bit of green. Very little bit, but we could do a little bit. Get some of that on. Just don't know what I've done with that S. It's bugging me now because I standed there last night kitting it up. So I know for a fact it's here. See, again, look at that. You've got like this outlining. Do you reckon that was supposed to be like over that way? Because look at the gap. I mean, it's like that much. You'll have to zoom in really close, but it's like you can see the outline of it there and round here. But yeah, wow. Right, okay, so that's as much of the green that we can do on there. I'm going to do a bit of green down here because we've got quite a lot of green happening here as well. So what's everyone doing? Is everyone done painting? Are you having something to eat? Oh, looky. That nearly said dad, look, but it's got an R in it. Jenny, apparently Reds has now been refurbished at Bognor Regis, so doesn't really look an awful lot different, apart from they put like this red sign up that says it's showtime. It just doesn't really look any, I'm struggling to see what's changed in it. It just looks the same, you know. But apparently it's supposed to be refurbished, so And then I was supposed to have movie night yesterday on Saturday, but I was too busy doing filming and stuff and trying to get my videos done for the week for YouTube. And so I'm going to have it today instead, which is a Sunday, but never mind. And oh my god, Just Play last night, I was so annoyed. I had 8 challenges to get through and they paid me 9p. What an insult. And for some reason, I don't know what it is, but with the weekends, they always pay you less, and I don't know why. They don't seem to understand that we have to sit there for hours on end, getting all through these levels, and when you've been sitting there for like 2 hours, playing all these levels, and then you get to cash out, and you're excited to see how much you get, because it's so random. It's never the same amount, and then you get 9p. I felt so literally so frustrated, because that's ridiculous. 9p for 8 hours work. If that ain't an insult, what is? But then through the week you're getting like something like 50p or 60p, So I don't know what's wrong with it. I think this blue, because this down here, as you can see, is all to do with the river. So I think once we get them blue drills, which will be this colour, that's going to look really, really nice. Right, so that's the D done. Just don't know what I've done. It's really aggravating me now. What have I done with it? Got the number 8 drill here, so what we can do is we'll take it up here again and then do a bit of the 8. But Lindsay, if you want me to do a video to show you what this looks like in the dark, let me know and I can do that for you. But there's not an awful lot of difference. All it does is light up this bit here and then a few lights, and you can't really see the Statue of Liberty so in the dark. So yeah. Okay, so that's the, oh, that does look nice, doesn't it? Look at that green against that blue background. That is beautiful. Wow. Okay, so we've got E, we've got a 4, 6, 7, N. What have I done with this blue ring? Yeah. It's definitely not here. So what on earth have I done with it? Okay, we're going to do a bit of this A colour now. Get some of this in. I'm going to have a bit more of this disgusting tea. Oh. Oh my god, luckily I've only got 5 more tea bags and then they're gone. Because I'm not liking it at all. I had to get some lemonade today just to get rid of this peppermint taste. But yeah, today on the TV they've got Stuart Little. That's on ITV2, but obviously remember I'm filming this Sunday. And then what was on after that? I can't remember. House of Monsters, was it? I don't know, but there's a programme. Oh yes, Downton Abbey. I need to tell Linda this. I did mention it in another whip and chat, but I can't remember what one, because that's not been aired yet. But Linda, they've been saying that apparently Downton Abbey is supposed to be back for the final. Now this is quite hilarious because some of the cast went on to the One Show, and they were saying that it's been told it's the finish, then it's not, then it is, then it's not. And apparently this is now the final, because the way they were describing it was like they ended the show and then they said there's going to be another series, but this apparently is the end. Now it's filmed in, I think, Highclere Castle, and apparently, so they were saying, apparently one day it was so hot when they were filming, the whole cast jumped into a swimming pool that was there, and like I suppose in the grounds of this Highclere Castle, and apparently they all got told off by the directors and stuff, so like the production crew and all that. So yeah, I think they weren't very happy with that. But yeah, so apparently it's supposed to come out at Christmas, but I saw it on the TV guide today on ITV3, so, or ITV1, something like that. So whether that's the old series, I'm not sure, but I'll always remember Downton Abbey for Maggie Smith, who used to be in it. Unfortunately, she sadly passed away, and her death is so interesting because Michael Gambon, he died the year before, and then Maggie died a year later, exactly the same date as Michael Gambon. How, like, that is just, yeah, I can't go over that. Right, so we got a bit more. What have we got here? Whoops. So let's do a bit of, yeah, so if you want to watch it, apparently it's supposed to be Christmas time. So we've got a bit more. This blue is stunning. I think that's slightly different to what that one is, but this is just a really beautiful oceany colour, isn't it? What a lovely, lovely drill. I went to Sainsbury's today to get, oh no, something's just come up on Vinted to say that something I favourited is sold. Oh, great. I only favourited it yesterday and it's already sold. Like, how in the world do things sell that quick? Right, what I want to do now is we're going to get a little bit of lights in. I'm assuming this is a light because they've given us like this. Oh, this is nice. Look, minty green. And them ones aren't supposed to be there. But now we're going to be doing this section here, which is these little light, what look, I think, like lights. So we'll just get some of them in as well. I think this is going to be really pretty once finished. And what's lovely, as I always say, about working on ones that have like a wooden frame on, is you're seeing the drills without the effective, without the light ball behind it, so you're seeing the true effect of what it looks like. Whereas when you're working with a light board, you have to wait until I turn it off to get the true, you know, feel for what the painting looks like. So, you know, this is going to look lovely. I'm debating whether to start up that cowgirl boot. So I might start that today. But then I've been sort of, do I want to start my skull? Have you started that yet, Jenny? Because I know you've started your 40x50, that big frame one that I got last year. But I really want to see someone starting that skull so that I can get an idea of what it looks like with the drills on, because I probably won't start mine till probably the first week in Halloween, because I need to get some, apparently people have said to use like E6000 glue, so because that PVA is not going to be, it's going to be useless. I will still keep the PVA, but that is not going to stick to that. I mean, yeah, you need a different glue really. Right, let's do this up here. Because when I showed my friend the other day, she was like, yeah, you need E6000 glue. So, and I did actually see someone on Vinted selling, it was like this little bear that was obviously the same material as that skull. It's like a porcelain, and it had the E6000 glue with it. And again, when I went to buy it, someone bought it. It's like as soon as you favourite it, someone's bought it within seconds. You know? Okay, so that's that bit. I'm just going to squeeze and do these little bits over here. Can't wait to get into the actual statue itself. Alexa, what parts of the Statue of Liberty can you walk up?
According to an Alexa Answers contributor. Yes, you can go up into the Statue of Liberty. Pedestal tickets allow visitors access up to the top of the pedestal, which includes lower pedestal levels. Crown tickets allow visitors to access the crown of the statue, which includes a walk up 162 steps from the feet of the statue to the crown.
Right, so hang on a minute. She said something about the lowest pedestal. So that must be, what, that section up here? But then she says something about there's crown tickets. I know people can go up to that bit, but she's saying that you can walk from where the foot is of the statue right the way up to that bit. I'd love to do that. It's always been my dream to go to America, but trouble is I don't have a passport, and when you have a passport you have to pay £80. But I've got some really cool news. We used to have a post office up Chalice Lane called Macefield Road, or Mace Shopping Centre, something like that. It's not a shopping centre, it's basically a post office in a pharmacy, but yeah, that was closed for some time, many years, and they've reopened it up in the Premier shop, and that's been redesigned because it used to be so small in that shop, and now they've opened like the front bit up of it to make it into like a bigger shop that has a post office. So that's quite handy. If I go up that way, then I've got like Amazon there, lockers there, I've got the Royal Mail locker there, I've got the post office there, I've got Yodel there, you know. So yeah, it's pretty good. But I hardly go up that way anymore unless I've got a Yodel. So yeah, that's pretty good. There's something else I was going to talk about just then, but I can't remember what it was. Oh, it was so weird, right? You know, when I did the come shop with me in that Halloween store, sorry, Home Bargains, I went past the range and you actually saw WH Smith. They've took the sign down and they've now put TG Jones. Now, TG Jones is the parent company to WH Smith. So in other words, WH Smith was TG Jones' cousin, sort of thing. But all companies have a parent company because the parent company looks after the actual sister company. So yeah, it's so weird seeing TG Jones. Like, I'm so used to seeing it like WH Smith's. But what is this thing going on? There's this weird thing happening, right? I'm still trying to edit the Colchester range video because there's so many cuts in it because my phone kept stopping. And I don't know what it is, but I keep seeing places like the range and Iceland's. Now, when I've looked into it, apparently Iceland's foods are now going to be sold in the range. So it's obviously some sort of partnership, you know, where you get like phone providers. So you've got O2 and 3 that have partnered up. no, sorry, O2 and Virgin Media that joined up. So it's like all the companies are trying to join other companies to try and like save the company, I suppose. It's like the range and Wilco, you know. So, but yeah, I was so confused because I was like, what on earth is the range Iceland's doing in the range? But I'm telling you now, I looked all around the Colchester one and I didn't see any Iceland's food in there. So, I mean, as you know, Iceland's is mainly frozen stuff. So, yeah, I don't understand that. I really, really don't. I think that's ridiculous. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to get it to the end of this line and then we're going to call that a session, because we are finito, nearly on this session. But yeah, I will endeavour to find these jewels because that's really annoyed me, because like I don't understand where I've put them. It's bugging me, man, bugging me. But anyway, that's where we'll leave it today, and we'll give it a little bit of a rollage. So let's pop that there, and we'll get this up a bit. Just give it a roll. Now, I might see what cellophane. Where's that little patch book that Sharon got me? That's interesting. It was down there. Where have I put it? I don't know what I've done with it. You know that little flip book thing that has all the washi tape in it? That's interesting. Oh, something else I've got to find. Oh no, yes, here we go. Now, what I was thinking of, to see if there's any sort of like release paper we could probably use for this. Bats, probably not. Halloween, not. That's got a fox on it. That's a dog. We could use the love heart, I suppose. And Sharon did say that you don't tear this paper off. So, yeah. Or we could use a cat, a butterfly, gonks, Christmas one. Don't know what was in that one because that was empty, but I'll tell you what, let's see how much have we got stock of this one. I'm going to put the love heart on it. So this is from Sharon Wildboar. So I'm going to take all this off because you know how annoying it sounds when you've got all that on, and we'll just, yeah, it has paper on it, but I'm going to stick that over there. It probably won't stick very much because obviously you've got jewels on it, but yeah, okay, so we'll put this here. Why is this not sticking very much? I think what it is as you can see, that will peel off. As you can see, when you pick it up, it just comes off. The reason why it's not sticking as well is because there's drills on this side. So what we'll do is we'll just stick some of this over here, and that will get that sorted out. And there's plenty to go all around this. So all this is called release paper for anyone who does, or who's probably like, why are you putting this on here? It's basically where you have cellophane, it's to stop you like having that like crinkling noise. So yeah, what I'll do is I'll just put let's put that one that way, and then we've got a bit there, and I couldn't resist doing that. And then we'll put a bit there, and then what I'll do is I'll put this back in the holder for now. But what I'll do is for this bit that we're working on still, I will put this little piece, cut that off a bit and just put that there, because it will work easier with that until we've got Like this side's fine, but because you've got jewels on it, the release paper might not stick properly. But that's what it's looking like so far. Linda, what do you think so far? Because I know you've been dying to see the jewels going onto this. I really like these like white lines, but that's our first stage. We'll see the next stage coming up on Tuesday. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to like, share and subscribe. And if you haven't done so already, always tap that notification bell to be alerted of other videos. Until then, take care, have a wonderful day. We'll see you next time. Bye bye for now.